Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I will be trying to explain you what are the 8 important array methods or array functions required so that you can solve array in a very faster manner. So traditionally we were using for loop to loop inside an array or loop inside an object and trying to get that values from an object or an array. But we have, after ES6 or in the latest versions of JavaScript, we are getting much more efficient array methods or array functions which can be used in order to loop through an array and try to get the desired result of that particular array. So in this particular video, we'll be looking at what are the 8 possible best array methods so that you can try that in your project so that you can get your work much more efficiently and you can do it much more better. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first method what I would like to show is map. So what will map do? Okay, so basically map will loop through inside this particular array. But first of all, I'll tell what is this array. So this array consists of an items with the object of name and a book, object properties of name and price. So what if you're thinking that you're going to purchase something from an if you do a shopping, so what this will be the types of things what I found that I can write it inside an items array. So we'll loop through this particular array and we'll try to understand what are the methods. So what does a map do? So basically map will loop through this particular array and it will give you the required data you wish to have from that particular array. And one thing keep in mind, map will loop through and return the values and you will be returning an array and not that particular value. So we'll see with an example. So what I want to do is I want to loop through this particular array. So items is my array dot map, right? And most of these array methods will have a callback function, right? So that particular function will I'm using arrow functions here. So that will take an item as one of the one of its parameter, pass the arrow, right? And then I want to return what to say, the item will be the object inside that particular array, item dot name. Okay, I want to return the item dot name. So now I assigned it to a variable. So const new array, so const new array is equal to items dot map. And now if I do console dot log of new array, right? So what it happens, I am looping through this items array dot map, and this callback or this property item will tell you this individual objects. Okay, this will be the individual objects which I am looping through, and I want to get the name of this particular item. Okay, return item will give you all the objects, so I want the name, so that will I get all the names of this particular object. So if I go and I get back the, as I told you, I will get back the array back and not the value. So I'm getting the array back again, an array of all the particular names of my particular item object of the items array. Okay, I hope this was very much clear to you. So the second function or method what I want is filter. As the name suggests itself, we want to filter some data from this particular array. So how can I do that? I'll just try to copy and paste so that I can make it much more effective, right? And just remove this. Yeah, const new array is equal to items dot filter. I'm filtering through that particular array and I'm getting this particular object, and now I'm just checking item dot price. I want all the item to return with the item dot price greater than 100. So I want item dot price greater than 100. So this is greater than 100, book is greater than 100. So price, this is 200. So I will get most probably 3 4 5, right? So I have 50 here, and I will get 1500, I'll get 150, I'll get uh, 1250, I'll get 200, I'll get 500. So I'll get 5 different values. Yes, so I'm getting an array of 5. Even this will return the array. So all that particular object, I am returning all that particular object with the price greater than 100 is what I'm using with filter. So all that particular object with the price greater than 100, I'm returning that in terms of an array itself. So this is how filter is used. Very, very simple example. All right. So next what I want is find. So next method what I want to show is something called as find. I'll copy this, right? I'll copy this and I'll just uncomment it off. So except filter, I want to write find. So what does find does? So find will loop through that particular array and finds. Let us check item dot price greater than 0 itself. So if I save this and check, I'll get only book. So why only book? Because it will find for that particular value where the price of the object is greater than 100, and it will return the first value which it encounters greater than the 100. Okay, so 500 is the first value. The first value itself is greater than 100. The first value itself is greater than 100. Since it is greater than 100, it will return only the first value. So now if I consider this as 500, so which is the first value which is greater than 500, you will not get this value, you will not get this value, because this is 200. You will be getting this particular gadgets, right? So if I save, if I come, I'll get gadgets, because that is the first value which is greater than 500. So find will return you the first value based on the condition. If the condition is true, so which is that particular value, it will return. All right, so this is again kind of easy stuff. So the next one which I want to do is something called as for each method. I think most of the guys, you will be knowing this. For each is very similar to for loop, right? So what I want to do is I want to loop through this item and do a for each, and except this will also take a parameter. Okay, this will also take a callback function and a parameter. So what I want to do is I just want to do console.log of item dot name. So I want to get all the name of that particular item, and I'll get all the names of that particular items. And here I am not getting any kind of an array. Remember, here I am not getting any kind of an array. I am getting the value. I'm looping through entire value of this item, and I'm just getting that particular value. Map, I used to get that particular array returned array, but now here in this for each, I'm getting all that particular value inside that particular array, or inside that particular object. So the next value is next array method is sum. How much is done? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth one, sum. What I want to do is I want to just copy this again, copy, and I want to paste, and I want to uncomment this, and items dot sum. Okay, so what will sum do is sum will return a true or false value. Okay, sum will return a true or false value. So it will check the condition. So item dot price greater than 500, you have values greater than 500. So if it encounters any one value greater than 500, right, it will return true. So now if I go here and if I check, I will get true, because I have values greater than 500, but I don't have values greater than 1500, right? I have values greater than 1500. No. So now if I do 1500, it will return false, because I don't have any value greater than 1500. If I do values greater than 1000, right, I have values, right? I have values greater than 1000. It will return me true. Okay. So this is how sum works. It will return me a. I'll just copy this and I'll paste this off for the next one. And I'll comment this as every. Okay. So there is one more function called as every. So what does every do? So every will check, it will also return a true or false value. But remember, when it returning a true or false value, it will check for that every value whether it is greater than item dot price. So do we have a, now it checks item dot price greater than 1000. So do we have every value greater than 1000? No, right? No, we don't have every value greater than 1000. So if I save this and if I go back, I'll get false. So can I have every value greater than 30? Right? We have every value greater than 30, right? Every value greater than 30. So if I save and go, I'll get true. So that's how every works, and this is kind of very important. So the next thing is probably the complicated stuff, that is reduce. So how reduce works, we'll just see. We'll just copy this piece of code, we'll paste it over here, we'll uncomment this, and we have something called as reduce. So reduce is a bit tricky. Okay guys, what will reduce do? It will take two values basically. So one will be the item, one will be the item, and the other one will be the current value. Okay, we'll take the current value and then the item. So what I want is I want to add that particular value with the current item. Okay, so I'll return item dot price. So item dot price is the value plus the current value. So we'll see what happens. I'll explain you. Oh, sorry. Current value, I'm passing that particular value. Oops, new array items. So I'm passing that particular value. I am just trying to add that particular value. Item dot price is something which I'm adding. Okay, it's still connecting it as a string. Current value. So name, it's a string, it is showing parameter. So name is a string, price is a number, current value. So the other one is the item. So I am passing the item. So basically what does reduce do is, it will take this, but okay, I have to pass this initial parameter as 0. Sorry guys, I have to pass this initial parameter as 0. Now save, and now I get the value. So what I'll explain you what will happen. So basically what does reduce do is, reduce will take two parameters. So one will be the value, one will be, it's called as accumulator, so the value which I want to add. So, and the next one will be the value or the object. Okay, the object itself. So what is object dot price? So object dot price will be the value which you are looping through. And what is the current value? So initial value, I have been set this to 0 because accumulator requires the second parameter, something called as initial value. So the initial value is 0. So the current value now will be 0. So what is the item dot price? Item dot price will be 500. So 500 plus 0, right, is equal to 500. So now the current value is 500. Okay, now the current value is 500. So what is the next value? 200, right? So it is 200 plus 500, 700, and that is stored now. What is the third value? So it will be 1200. So it will be 700 plus 1250. So current value will store the previous value, and the initial value will be 0, and that value will be declared as initial value of the current value here. Okay, I hope this made sense. So it will keep on increasing whatever the values inside the array, and it will give you, it will add up the array. So that's how reduce works basically. I don't know what happened. So we'll just keep this off. That's it for reduce. And we'll declare one more array, a simple array. Okay, a new array, or just give it as array, and we'll give 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is an array, and includes is the next particular array method. Okay, it will not take any kind of a callback function. So what it does is const included is equal to, so it will go through the array, it will go through the array, and it will check whether you have that particular value. Array dot includes, array dot includes of 2. Okay, so now if I do a console dot of included, you will get true. Okay, you will get true. Why? Because 2 is there inside this particular array. So 2 is there inside this particular, never bother about this thing because we have not declared any variable because commented everything. So now if I do this, I'll get true. Now if I put 7, it will return me false because 7 is not included in this particular array. So includes tells whatever values you have passed in, whether that value is there inside that particular array. Okay, so these are the 8 different array methods or array functions which will really help you in making your arrays much more easy to debug, or easy to get the values in, or easy to filter it out or reduce it or find that value or return an array. So whatever functionalities you want to do, you can do that with your arrays. So I hope this video was helpful. If it is really helping you, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and bye-bye.